You know that feeling, the moment you close your laptop or shut off your office lights and step into your evening, only to wonder where all the hours went. That mental fog, the guilt, the spent energy. What if I told you there's a way to gently shift that mindset and actually own your evenings? Let's imagine you're walking home, the air soft on your skin, and you're ready to press restart on your day. First, breathe in the Japanese concept of Kaizen, small, tiny steps forward. Instead of tackling your entire evening like a to-do list, pick something small, just one thing you want to improve. Maybe it's reading for 10 minutes, stretching, or cooking a healthier meal. Kaizen is about progress without pressure. Over time, those micro efforts build up powerfully. Even little evening rituals become anchors you look forward to, as though each night quietly says, "Yes, I moved forward, even today." As you leave work behind, invite Hansei, the art of reflection. Think back on your day. What did you do well? What felt off? No harsh judgment here, just gentle insight. It's the Japanese habit of looking inward, understanding your day, and using that wisdom to shape the next. You're not beating yourself up, you're coaching yourself to do better tomorrow. Purpose fuels momentum. That's the power of Ikigai, discovering what gives your life meaning, even in small shades. Maybe it's the joy of a home-cooked meal, creative time, or simply rereading a favorite passage from a book. Ikigai isn't grand. It can be subtle, a quiet purpose that tugs at you when you feel drained. When your evening activities connect to that reason to keep going, even mundane moments feel enriched and alive. Sometimes the best recharge is stepping outside, Shinrin-yoku, forest bathing. You don't need a forest, a park, trees, or even a little urban green gives your body and mind space to exhale. Walk without your phone, just feel the air, listen to the rustle. Let nature reset the nerves. You'll return home calmer, clearer, and oddly more energized than before. Finally, there's Shukan, the power of steady routine. Not flashy habits, just consistent practice. Same thing, same time, every evening. It might be tidying up, journaling, yoga, or just dimming your lights at a set time. Over days and weeks, it becomes second nature, and moments that once felt wasted now feel grounded in rhythm. Routines become comfort zones, steady and reliable, transforming tired hours into something meaningful. Imagine now, the alarm clicks off and you leave work behind. You decide on one small evening move, a walk, a stretch, a few minutes at the piano. As you step outside, you breathe in with Shinrin-yoku. Let nature soothe your travel-wearied mind. When you settle at home, you reflect briefly with Hansei. What went well? What could be steadier? Without pressure, you choose one micro-action based on that insight. Over dinner or tea, you reconnect with why you care, your ikigai, your creative spark, your health, your calm, and you return to that gentle Kaizen focus, incrementally better. And night after night, Shukan holds that pattern steady, day in, day out. You won't do everything in one evening. That's the point. You'll flow through rituals that feel human, meaningful, lightly intentional. No hustle, no burnout. Just evenings that feel like a soft landing, grounded, warm, a reclaiming of time. It's the Japanese way. Minimal hustle, deep rhythm, steady intention. Night after night, you build your calm, your clarity, your own quietly powerful evenings. Let this feel like an invitation, not a program. Sample one of these approaches tonight. A short walk, a moment of reflection, a tiny improvement. Tomorrow, you build one more thread. Over time, you'll have woven an evening tapestry that's uniquely yours and vibrantly alive. And maybe you're thinking right now, that all sounds great, but I'm just so tired. That's real. After work, after commuting, after showing up for everyone else all day long, sometimes all you want is to disappear into the couch, scroll through your phone, and forget the world. And some days, that's okay too. This isn't about perfection. It's about presence. Think of your evening like soft clay. You don't need to sculpt a masterpiece every night. But what if you just shape it a little more intentionally? Not for productivity's sake, not to hustle harder, but for peace, for small joys, for the version of you that's been put on mute all day long while you played every other role: employee, manager, caretaker, friend. Evenings are when you come home not just to a place, but to yourself. You don't need a full routine right away. Try this. Tonight, just notice how your evening unfolds. Not with judgment, just awareness. Where does your time go? What moments make you feel a bit more alive? Which ones feel like they drain you further? That simple act of noticing is already a form of Hansei, reflection. And the next evening, maybe you tweak one small thing. That's Kaizen. Over a week, a month, a season, your evenings start to feel different, more like a quiet rhythm than a rushed escape. And here's the secret no one really says out loud. Your evenings shape your life more than you think. Not in grand gestures, but in quiet patterns. What you do when the world's not watching. That becomes your inner world. Those minutes add up to moods, to mindset, to momentum. When your evenings feel nourishing, your mornings feel lighter. When your nights feel aligned with who you are, the rest of your life slowly starts to follow that lead. Let your evening be your sanctuary, not your second shift. Let it be a place where you return to the slower pace, to beauty, to softness, to silence, if that's what you crave, or to your creativity, if that's what's been longing to breathe. Maybe tonight you cook something from scratch, not because you have to, but because chopping vegetables with music in the background feels oddly grounding. Maybe you take a 10-minute walk and finally notice the shape of the sky again. Maybe you open that book that's been waiting for you on your shelf like an old friend. Or maybe you just sit in the quiet with a cup of tea and realize this is enough. This pause, this space, this time, that is yours and no one else's. That's ikigai. That's presence. That's you reconnecting to your rhythm in a world that constantly pulls you off beat. And remember, routine doesn't mean rigid. Shukan is not a schedule set in stone. It's a trusted pattern you gently fall into, a familiar rhythm that holds you. It grows with you, shifts with your seasons. Some weeks are busier than others. Some days your energy dips. That's okay. Your routine adjusts, flexes, holds space for your humanness. There's something almost revolutionary about choosing to honor your time after work, not to cram more into your day, but to deepen your experience of it, to reclaim the hours that so often slip through our fingers, to choose awareness over autopilot, depth over distraction, intention over inertia. You don't need to change your whole life overnight. Just one evening, one moment, one small shift. That's all it takes to start building an entirely different relationship with your time. Because this isn't really about productivity. It's about presence. It's about remembering that your life doesn't only happen between 9 and 5. Some of the most meaningful parts happen after, in the quiet, in the stillness, in the gentle decisions you make when no one's looking. That's where you meet yourself. That's where you grow. So tonight, when you close your laptop or hang up your uniform or walk through your front door, pause, take a breath, and remember, you're not just finishing a workday, you're beginning an evening, one that could quietly shift everything.